guys, welcome to the first episode of Satisfactory here on my channel. And yeah, so in this series we're just going to be playing around with Satisfactory. This is actually my first time playing this game. I think it's still in beta testing mode and it's been out for at least a year, I'd say. I first heard about this game quite a while ago, but I never had the PC to run it, but over quarantine I got the PC, so now I can actually run this game. So yeah, we're gonna be exploring this world and seeing what we can do. I've watched a few videos on it, so I understand the basic levels, but it's definitely gonna be a learning experience. So I think on the left hand side we can see our hints and what we have to do. So our first step is gonna be disassembling this. It says press F and enter. Oh, to enter dismantle mode. Oh, I see. That is a learning experience. And now that we have the hub parts,
all important fixit data and communication is recorded and stored
and we have
in
this
the codex, including these steps.
this adder, I guess. Voice is going to tell us what to do over time. I don't know how loud you guys can hear the in-game audio, so I can't tell if it's going to interrupt my voice or not. So if I do pause when the adder is talking, that is why. Yeah, so we need to scan first of all for iron. I don't know how that's how I scan. Where's the closest? There's 300, 345, 275. I think I'll go this way. We can run with shift. That's nice. Much faster than I was going, but yeah, so the first plan of attack is going to be find iron and copper, and with those two resources we can get started on upgrading our hub once we place it down. Oh wow, we have a fantastic deposit of iron here. So first plan of attack here is going to be to locate the iron, which we have, and then to gather it. So yes, we just press E. We're going to gather up a lot of iron.
Build the hub.
And there you go.
Note, to complete
It's
this
all
objective,
completed.
the resources.
And yeah, so first step is going to be to build the hub. So here is the hub. Quite a big boy. And how do I rotate this? Let's see. Would be scroll up or scroll down, which is amazing because that is the buttons that are broken on my mouse. So I am scrolling in one direction right now, but you can see it's not doing what I want it to do. So I'm gonna have to figure out that later, but for now let's just place it down. It might be a little close to these iron deposits, but hey, I can move it in the future. So yeah, here is the hub. So as you upgrade the hub, more buildings would be added. So here there would be a building, and it kind of just expands as you go through the game. But let's see, first plan of attack is going to be going to this hub. So here you can see we have plenty of tiers that we have to get through. Being tier 1 is the beginning, so we have to get hub upgrade 1 complete. To do this, milestone cost is 10 of these iron rods. Now this is quite a simple task, so let's get started. And yeah, so the first step of attack, so I'm actually gonna mine a little more iron. I kind of want to get all of this iron depleted. So there you go, there's that one. And there's that one. And there's that one. So there's all of the iron depleted from the top bits, and then now if we want any more iron, we're gonna have to then continue and destroy the, like, set up a mine. But for now, let's go over to this crafting table, and we can actually just spam click this crafting option, I do believe. Oh, you have to hold it down. I am still learning, but there you go. Let me craft all of these iron ingots up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we are all done at making up our 99 of those, so we can then do the same thing for the iron ingots, but we only need 10, so I'm not going to waste all of my iron ingots that I have. We'll turn 10 into the iron rods, just like this. Okay, that is actually a lot faster, so I'm actually just gonna make a couple extra of these, maybe 20. Let's see, we can make 25 of these, and maybe a few of these as well, so we'll make about 20 of these. Okay, so I went a little overboard on those and I actually decided to make 30. But here you go. What we can do is we add these rods in, upgrade the hub, and there you go. There is upgrade 1 complete. So you can see it kind of expands, but we have new buildings, new equipment
Congratulations. You have
available. So our next thing is we have this personal deposit chest that we can put our materials in. I'm not too concerned about that right now, but let's see what our next milestone that we need to complete is. So it would be hub upgrade 2, and Jesus, I heard some crazy noise in my ear, and that's why. Let's see, hub upgrade 2 is going to be, well, I've already made the iron plates, and I just need 5 more iron rods, so let's get that out of the way. My goal for this episode is to get all of the way through tier 0, so all we need is 5 more of these iron rods, which is super easy to make. There you go. And tier, and we are all complete, so we can set milestone, boom, upgrade hub, and there you go. We have our upgraded hub. It has now created this little room here. We have more scannable resources, more buildings, etc. So you can see as we go, we just keep expanding this hub, and we also have other materials that we can make. And we now have unlocked the biomass burner. So with this, you can add, like when you cut down trees or when you farm any of the foliage, I think that's the word. You put it into this biomass burner and it turns it into energy, and that's how you power your machines. So the next step, let's see what we need for hub upgrade 3. So we have all of the iron plates, we can easily make the iron rods, and now we have a new resource that we do need to create. But I think it's time that we start automating. So step 1 will be to get the iron, and then step 2, we're gonna then look for, let's see, copper. We have all of our copper over there, so that is absolutely perfect. Let's see, so yeah, this is iron, that's copper over there. Okay, so I realized my next plan of attack, I should say, should be to make the equipment workshop. So this is going to be requiring 4 more iron rods, so let's make those real quick. We have our workbench complete, and with this will unlock a few special things. So we can check here. This will create our portable miners, which will be very useful to powering well, for mining all of our iron and our copper. So we come over here, let's make 2 of these, and we just drag this into our inventory. We come over to one of these and we slap that boy down. So this only has a capacity of 100, so we're gonna have to check on it very soon. Okay, so we actually had to travel quite a distance to get to our copper. It's just 200 meters on the other side of this mountain is our base, and I realized that the thing I thought was copper earlier was actually just more iron deposits, which is actually quite good for us. We have quite a lot of iron deposits around our base, but it does mean that our copper deposits are quite the distance, but that is fine. That is what automation is all about, so we will just have to automate it as soon as possible. But first step will be to get this portable miner in here, and we can just slap it down right here, and we press E on the multiple thing. You can see it's gonna fill up, and it's 1 per second, so it's gonna take just close to 2 minutes to fill up completely. And as you can see here, we can grab all of our iron that has been produced, quite a lot, and come back over here. But I don't want to be sitting here all day clicking this, holding these buttons down, and basically not getting any progress done, because I'm spending most of my time at the crafting bench making copper and iron ingots. I don't want to do that all day. So the next step is going to be more automation. I want to set up a bunch of basically auto miners that then go into a smelter, and then eventually we'll make those smelters go into auto crafters, etc, etc. So first plan of attack is going to be placing down one of these. Okay, so I got it turned around here, and we want to place it just a bit away so that we can still have room to put a miner down. And if we press E on this, we can see that we can set it to produce either one of these. So we go on here, now it will produce iron ingots. If we put iron into this, it will produce, but the problem is, as you can see, no power. So the next step will be to come over here at the back of our thing. We want to dump all of this fuel into here that I had picked up on my way. Now this is going to power, and now we have to create a connection. Okay, so to create all these power lines, etc., we're going to need this concrete, and to do so we're going to have to meet this milestone cost. So we're going to need 13 rods and 10 more iron plates. So let's get crafting. So first of all, let's get 10 of these plates going, and this is going to be super quick. But hopefully we can start automating this soon. So let's get 20 of these as well. Come on, got that last one. There you go. And now we are all set. Oh, I take that back. One sec. Okay, anyways, we are back and we are set. Let's get all these and upgrade the hub. There you go. Hub upgrade 3, and we are making progress. We got new parts, new buildings, and new scannable materials. And as you can see, this is expanding. We got a whole computer set up now, whole bed set up, and oh, even a toilet. So there you go. We are definitely living the high life now on this mysterious planet with, I was gonna say double moons, but it's one moon and a sun. I don't know why the sun is out at nighttime, unless that's supposed to be a second moon. That's weird. I don't know. But let's continue, because now that we have the concrete accessible, we're gonna want to check the materials, and we're gonna need limestone. So you know what that means. It's time to scan for some limestone. And there's some over here, so let's go mining. Okay, after unfortunately dying, we are back to gather all of our stuff, and we have found the limestone deposits. I do believe here it is. Let's get some limestone. Okay, I think we have plenty enough limestone now. We have a whole 106, so let's make it back to the camp. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna put the rest of my biofuel into here, all my leaves, and the next step I should say, is gonna be making this concrete. Put it down to concrete, and we craft. Okay, so we finally have all of the materials needed to place down this power line. So we're just gonna place it right there, and then from here we can connect it right into the smelter. Should it start smelting now? It's gonna be 30 per minute, and we don't actually have it leading any, so it's just gonna be stored in here. But that's fantastic news. So we can come over here. Let's take out all of our ore, that it can continue mining, put it all in there, and yeah, so it only has a limit of 100 here and 100 here, so you know what that means. We have to start automating. Okay, so to complete the next step of our project, we're really gonna need to upgrade our infrastructures, and that means upgrading the hub to upgrade 4. This unlocks conveyor belts, and conveyor belts are gonna be very helpful to allowing us to start automating our mining, and tier 5 will allow us to automate the actual mining, while tier 4 allows us to make more of an assembly line for the smeltery and the constructor. So the next part of the project is going to be to make this constructor, and it's going to be requiring a lot of materials. So in particular, we're missing cables and we're missing reinforced iron plates, and those two things are going to be very easy to make. Okay, now that we have all of the materials required for this, we can come over here and slap this thing down, and it's gonna take me a second to rotate it. Okay, there you go, we have it all rotated. Now we can just slap it down here, and it's a little off censored, but yeah, we're gonna want to make a couple conveyor belts so that we can connect the iron ingots into this machine. So that means, let's see, click here. We're gonna need plates for that. Okay, with plates in hand, we can now connect these two objects up, and you can see our iron is flowing from this into this machine. And now we're gonna want to set up some power lines so that this is receiving our power. And now, what do we want to make? So, here's the thing. We can make a few things. Now, the iron screws, that requires rods, and the only two objects that are going to take the bars and convert them into an object is going to be the iron plates or the iron rods. So, I think I'm going to go with iron plates. I feel like they're a lot more annoying to make by hand, and if I'm going to have to make something by hand, I'll rather make iron rods, just because they're a lot quicker on this menu. So yeah, there you go. So the next step is going to be unlocking Hub 5. Okay, so now Hub 5 requires concrete, cable, and some iron rods. So iron rods I'm going to make by hand, and so same with the cable as well, and we already have the concrete. Okay, there you go. We have completed the hub level 5, and we can upgrade it right there, and that's the milestone complete. So we have one, I want to say we have one more before we can get to the next tier. So this one will just be the hub, and then I don't know what we move on to. I think it's the space elevator is what we move on to. Yeah, so we unlock the space elevator in the next upgrade, but now we have actually upgraded we've upgraded to the miner. So now we can get this miner, which is going to cost well, it's going to cost one portable miner, which we already have, 29 plates we already have, and we just need some concrete. Okay, so we have all of the materials for it, so there we go. We can slap down the miner, and then we're going to make a couple connections here right into there, and this does require power, so let's get a power line connected. I'm going to connect it all the way. Why isn't this not working? Okay, cables acquired, and we can attach that across. We should see some ore coming through the system any minute now. Should be. There you go. And where's the ore? Come on. There you go. Perfect. Okay. There you go. That's all working. And now we could do this for all three of our other iron deposits, but I think my next steps will be to do the lime and the copper. Before we do that though, I do want to get a little more upgrades done, and that's going to require 100 wire, 50 concrete, which is going to be quite a lot of limestone. That's going to be quite a lot of mining, as for some reason it only lets me mine it one at a time. A lot of iron plates and a lot of iron rods. So I'm gonna, for these two objects, I'm just gonna let the auto crafter make this for me, and as you can see, it's already making me all of the rods I need, and I'll make sure to stop that when we do get to that 100 mark. But first of all, let me go mine some limestone. Okay, so we have all of the upgrades for these hub 6, well, all of the materials for the upgrade. So that is hub level 6. We have maxed out our tier 0, so it is on to the next milestone, as we have completed this. Now if we look outside,
you have unlocked
there you go,
space.
we have unlocked this spaceship type thing, and I don't exactly know what this is. I think it's like a thing that you send samples back to your home, like, company, I guess, because you work for a company. You use this to send samples back, but that is what tier 1 and 2 are going to be. So tier 1 is all about base building, logistics, field research, and part 2 is about part assembly. Why am I blanking on how to say that? Obstacle clearing, jump pads, resource sink bonus programs, and logistics mark 2. So that's all going to be conveyor belts, etc. Conveyor poles, conveyor lifts, while his first logistics is all about the splitters, the mergers, the conveyor lift mark 1, and the productive display. So that's going to be when we start expanding all of these. But that is gonna be it for episode 1. I just wanted to get tier 0 out of the way for this first episode, and I think we made some good progress. I am learning the game, so slowly I will stop getting a little faster at throwing all these stuff up, and hopefully soon, when we get all the materials given to us, we can start working the way through the game, through the levels, at a more efficient pace. But yeah, that's been it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.